EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Throwing on first down. Stanford. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
Run the ball. Run the ball.
On first and 10, Stanford. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Malone. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Stanford. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Goodwin.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Back to throw. Gibson. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll run on 1st down. Good one. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver 1st.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Goodwin, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson. A short throw taken in by Conquest. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And this pass caught by Gray. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top row, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off play action. Stanford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, Stanford. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Come on, set.
They'll run on first down. It's Haynes, and he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Stanford. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Haynes. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Stanford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And forthcoming a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Gibson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Gibson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Haynes. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this one is right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down now, it's Goodwin. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Third down and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodwin. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, Stanford. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Haynes. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Haynes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah, we got more where that came from. Right.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Gibson. And that's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gibson. This pass deep for Okonkwo. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
He can make that in his sleeve. Come on, boys, let's make a play out there. Let's go.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Stay in the office. This could be it.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up.
Set. Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Off play action. Gibson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gibson. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Smith red. Opposite. Green. Check pink. Hunt, hunt.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Black shot.
To throw on second down. Stanford into space at the 45 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
On first down, Stanford. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a play fake here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stanford. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 3rd down. Stanford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson. He'll air this one out for Mims. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gibson. And this one complete again to Mims. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Gibson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense all game long, they've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gibson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks just be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give right side. Haynes. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Stanford. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. Haynes. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Haynes, and he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Ready.
On 1st down. It's Haynes looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Stanford. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain all those 40 yards here.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Are you kidding?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Do this, offense. We got their defense.
Back to throw. Gibson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 13 yards brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
Right, let's go!
It's all about that teamwork.
Teamwork, baby, that's right. Teamwork.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Down.
No score zone right here. No score defense. Make us proud.
Fight.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanford. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
Second down and a yard. Off the play fake. Stanford. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 3rd down, Gibson. Man open, it's Goodwin. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2000?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Loose inside the 30.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Stanford. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record.